Well, I think that everything started around 10 years ago when for the company that I was used to work for, I was moved to a local in another place far from my village. So I started to work in a place near to the sea, and then so I fall in love with photography. And so I used to spend my free time enjoying the nature and bringing just my camera with me. And I really fell in love with photography, and after a few years so I saw that this was more than a passion, and so I transformed it into a profession. Well, the most difficult part of a long exposure is that, as you said, is not a snapshot, but it's like transforming a frame in an hourglass. So you are collecting time. And so what you see with your eyes is completely different of what you see with your camera. So maybe when you are taking a 10-minute exposure, or 5 minutes even, it's really difficult to understand what is going to happen in the camera. So it's always a surprise. So you have to play with your vision, and this is the most difficult part. And to take my long exposure, I use filters because I really love to enjoy the nature, so I really prefer to work on field instead on post-production on my computer. So basically I put filters in front of my camera in order to extend the shutter speed, and so I can reach even 5–10 minutes exposure, up to my imagination. The best moment to take picture, of course, are in the early morning and the sunrise and on the sunset. But as I'm really lazy and I love my bed, I really prefer to take picture at the sunset. And I think it's pretty easier because at the sunrise, maybe you reach a location and everything is dark, so it's really hard to find a composition. I really prefer the sunset because you can reach the location an hour in advance, and so you can scout, you can find your composition. And as for me, it's an obsession, the composition and the details, it's really better for me. I fell in love with the printing a couple of years ago, and now I think that the print is the fourth dimension of photography because it's the next step after taking a picture. So now I can't imagine a picture without a print. And so I started to study, because you have really to study in order to have a good print. And now up to the format A3+, I'm able to print by myself. If I need to print bigger, of course I need to go to a shop or a laboratory. Of course, the advice is that what you see in your screen is not what the printer will see at the beginning. So you really need to pay attention on the calibration of your computer and even on the printer, because you need to match the paper with the ink, with the screen. So it's really learning again to take pictures. So my advice is really that if you want a real great print, you should study something about printing and color management. I used to take picture maybe alone in the nature, so walking for hours with nobody around me. And so this experience is the completely opposite, because you are together with people from all over the world taking picture of different styles. So maybe now we are taking picture of horses. This morning we're a picture of a lighthouse. It's incredible. It's something that really opens your mind, because I really think that to improve in your photography, your mind should be open to to suggestion and to the vision of other photographers. And this is a great opportunity to improve yourself, learning from the other guys.
Grazie mille.
Grazie a voi.